Hey everyone, going to take a quick look here at the Trek Domane SL5. It's the 2020 model. My wife and I picked up these this fall. We really like them so far. We have about 500 miles on them, so we figure it's a good time where we can kind of give a little bit of review of what we like and what we don't like. For starters, we changed out the stock tires for some Compass tires. They should go by Rene Herse now. It's the Barlow Pass model. It's a 700 by 38, and we run those tubeless. Just had to put on a tubeless rim strip on the tires, some sealant, and these tires set up really easy. And they're really nice. They give you a lot more small bump compliance and everything. Really great on gravel roads. And there's plenty of room, pulling clearance within the fork and frame for a 700 by 38. I don't know if I'd go too much bigger than that, but these ones fit in just perfect. They're really nice. Another kind of cool thing about this bike, they kind of copied the big S in putting in an in-frame storage compartment. There's a little pouch that goes up in here. I'd take it out, but it's kind of a pain to pull out and stuff back in. But the pouch gives you enough space to store a tube, some tire levers, CO2 cartridge, inflator and everything. I'm not sure how well you can see, but there's also a little compartment here for a Bontrager multi-tool. I'm not a big fan about that. I'm really partial to my Design multi-tool, and it doesn't fit in here. So if they just got rid of that so you could use whatever multi-tool that you wanted and just give you a little extra space in the little pouch, that'd be kind of nice. But it's a really cool feature. Definitely enjoy it. Keeps from having so much bulk in your jersey pockets. Another thing that's kind of cool is it has the ISO, the couplers, and the seat tube, top tube, seat stay junction there, and also here on the head tube. We definitely have noticed that that does help with some of the bump compliance on roads, especially when you're on gravel roads and you get some of that washboarded area. It's really nice. Another cool thing is we ended up picking up these just recently this spring. It's the Bontrager Flare light, I believe. These things are stupid bright. Some of the guys that we do some group rides with use these tail lights, and notice that they're just really good and bright, so we got some for ours. And what's really cool is they clip right onto the seat post here pretty easily. And boom, it's on there. It doesn't go anywhere. I was a little apprehensive when I first got these, and I saw, it just has this tiny little clip thing here. It's like, really, like that's gonna hold it on? I'm used to having a light where you have the big rubber strap that goes around. But no, this tiny little thing, just the way it sits into the bolt, one bolt there, sits on perfect. It's in there solid. And it's really streamlined right under the center of your saddle. It's no wider than the little head bolts here or anything, or than the seat post. So that's kind of cool. It's really bright, works really great. Other than that, the bikes are pretty darn good. On my bike, I ended up swapping out the saddle for an ergon saddle, and it fit me a little better, and I'll probably put on a wider bar when I get around to it. But other than that, yeah, these are some pretty darn good bikes. Another cool thing, we used some muck off valve stems for my wife's bike. We swapped hers to tubeless, and not sure if you can see it or not. Focus. But within these little valve caps, there's a little machined out area there where you can use that as a valve core remover. And I've actually needed to remove my valve core in most random of times when they're plugged up with sealant. And so this gives you an option to go to remove your valve core and clean it out or do whatever, add sealant, without needing to have the little funky little tool or anything. So that's actually kind of a cool little feature. So yeah, pretty good bikes. I think these retail for just under $3,000 US. As you can tell, my wife's bike is the prettiest out of the two with this purple. I have the one that's kind of like the navy blue. It's kind of cool. Not nearly as cool though as this purple. So yeah, they're good bikes. Shimano 105, hydraulic disc brakes, amazing compared to the mechanicals that were on our old road bikes. Yeah, all in all, after 500 miles, I can definitely say that these are good bikes, and we're looking forward to putting a lot more miles on this summer. Thanks, and have a good one.